Hi, it's Cheryl from Sit Stay Love Dog Training. Today we're going to discuss why do trainers train in different languages. So my first language is English, but I use about 5 different languages when training dogs. Not all at once, but with different dogs. And why do people want to train with different languages? Well, like with anything else, the reasons vary. One reason might be you want your dog to be less responsive to the commands of other people because they're used to hearing commands in another language. It's an occasional one. You might not be primarily English speaking. Your first language might be Spanish or French or Italian or German or whatever language. So it would be more natural for you to speak in that language rather than training in English. If you have a multi-dog pack, this is a great reason to train different dogs in your pack using different languages. This allows you to tell dog A to sit while you're telling dog B to lie down. And trainers use that as well. If their own dog is trained in, let's say, German, which is a popular language to train dogs in, particularly in certain sports like Schutzhund, and you're working with a client dog using your own dog as a demonstration or assistant, you can give your dog a command, let's say, to go to place, while not confusing your client dog with that command. And your client dog then is told to, let's say, sit using English. So let's talk a little bit about how commands are used in other languages. First of all, dogs don't speak any of those languages. They don't even speak English. They speak energy and body language. So how you present yourself and the body language you use is very important to how they're going to understand what you want from them. When I speak to you and I say sit, you understand what that means. You can look it up in a dictionary. You can define it using other words. So you understand it just by me saying the word. Your dog doesn't. At least not at first. What your dog does come to understand is that sound, the sound of the word sit, means you're asking them to assume a particular body position. They make that connection with the sound that they're hearing. They can't define it. They can't explain it. And certainly they can't look it up in a dictionary. So it doesn't matter what the word is. As an aside, I've trained dogs, not many, just 1 or 2, to sit when I said stand and stand when I said sit. Why? Well, besides being a cute party trick, it's kind of fun. It proves the point. The dog doesn't speak our language. The dog makes a connection between the sound and what they understand that we want from them when they hear that sound. And this is why being very, very clear, no matter what language you use, no matter what words you use, that your dog understands it, that your dog is able to consistently make that connection between the words you use and what you want the dog to do. So let's just take a couple of words that might help you. Very basic. We all want to have a yes and a no. So a positive and a negative. Yes, we like what you did. No, we don't like what you did. So how do you say that? The no. In English, it's no. In Spanish, it's no. In German, it's nein. In French, it's non. In Korean, ani. And in Arabic, it's la. Pick your favorite language. Learn that word. It's really easy. So then conversely, and probably more importantly, because hopefully your dog hears this way more often than no, is yes or good. Whatever way you want to let your dog know they did what you wanted, you're happy, you're praising them. This is your verbal, yes, you did it. So frequently trainers will use the word yes. And we put that tone behind it because it's happy. Yes, yes, good boy. Yes, good girl. In German, it's git, meaning good. So git, you did well. In French, oui, that's yes. By the way, if you're fluent in another language and you feel that a different word within your language is more appropriate, use it. Teach your dog that one. It really doesn't matter. You could say spaghetti and your dog's going to say, oh, she said spaghetti. I did it really well. She said spaghetti. Because they don't know what spaghetti is. They just know you're happy and that makes them happy. In Spanish, the word is sí. So yes is sí. And in Korean, it's de. De. Did it right. And you can go from there. So you have other words like come. In German, it's her. Or komm her, come here. In French, ici. In Spanish, venga. Or some people will say ven acá. And iriwa in Korean. Sit is sitz in German. In French, it's assis. Spanish, siéntese. Sit yourself. In Korean, it's anja. And Arabic, ijil. Or ijlis. As you can see, Arabic is probably not my best language. So even though I might mispronounce the word, and this is a very important tip for you, if your dog connects with it, that's what's important. Like I said, my primary language is English. It's probably the only language that I speak fluently. I speak a smattering of several other languages, and currently I'm learning Korean. And this is one reason that I've thrown in Korean. So the pronunciation may be off, and maybe you can help me with that. I would love that if you know that I've mispronounced a word in the comments below. Put an explanation of how to say it. Romanization is not the best way to learn any language, especially languages that use different character sets like Arabic or Korean, but it can help. But know that you're making a connection with your dog. And again, if you can speak to your dog in whatever language and you are working with your dog, this is how you build a better relationship. And at Sit Stay Love Dog Training, we like to say that what we do is build better relationships between dogs and their owners. So that's it for today. Please subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you the next time. Annyeong!